All right, we are live. Let's get IG going. Okay, let me position these cameras a little bit better. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Let me get this big old coffee cup out the way. All right, guys, happy new year to one and all. I hope this new year brings a whole lot more wealth and health and, all the success and everything else that you have wished and prayed for. And so, I am sure that we are going to have a very successful year. All right, you guys. Hey, thank you for jumping on here. Ape International. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys, we're obviously going to have a lot of fun this year. We're going to learn a lot of stuff. We are going to be a lot more successful in all of our undertakings because why? Last year we learned so much stuff. We have really put a lot of stuff in place for us to be more successful this year. And we're going to kick off the top of the year right by making sure that all those plans, we set all these goals, all the things that we're going to achieve this year. We had set that all up. And remember, we had a conversation just before we closed out that we're not going to fall off the cliff in the first month or two, right? We're going to stay strong and steady. And then we're going to, make sure that we climb up this hill together, right? So I am going to kick off today to talk about how you're going to track your business income and why, because there is a new rule that is in place January the 1st, 2022. So there's new income reporting that we are going to have to be aware of. And this, again, is going to help us emphasize the fact that we must track all of our business income because, of course, if we don't, the government will have that information. It would possibly trigger an audit. And then, of course, we'll be in a place where we, of course, don't want to be. Good afternoon. How you doing? Hi, Margie. Thanks for jumping in here. All right. So good afternoon. Good afternoon. Happy New Year to you, too. Happy New Year. That's right. Okay. So, yeah, I hope this year just brings us, a lot of good wealth and good health and lots of success, you know what I mean? Because we have had a rough 2 years, guys. We must say 2020, we thought that was it. 2021 came, and of course, it just kind of did a number on most of us emotionally, financially, in so many ways. So hopefully this year we are going to be on top of things, and we're going to start off this year with a blast. Laverne says, Happy New Year. All right, looking forward. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You're looking forward for a healthy and successful 2022. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the live. Yes, we are. We definitely are. And so we're going to stay fast, stay strong, push forward, and go up this hill together. So today we want to talk about reasons to track your business income. And like I said, I'm picking this topic to kick off the year because here in January of 2022, there have been income reported that have changed, and we'll talk about that. And it's all up in the air, and everybody's getting a little excited about what's happening with a lot of those vending platforms that you were getting paid through. They are reporting that income to the government now. So I want to make sure that you guys stay on top of this stuff, okay? So 3 points today we'll talk about in terms of tracking your small business income. And the first one is know what your revenue is, right? First thing you want to know what your revenue is because I think a lot of people are still confused about what is my income. Some people think that the money they get from a loan is income. A lot of people was confused about maybe stimulus checks is an income, maybe credit is an income, maybe refunds that you get from, say, insurance that you paid. This stuff is not income. Income, your business income, guys, is only the monies that you get paid for your goods and services. I don't care how much other money goes into your bank account, whether you loan some money to your business and you transfer that to the bank, whatever that is. If it's not monies that you have gotten from the services or from the product that you sold, it is not income, okay? So this is why you must track it. You have to know what those are. One of these is where to do that, of course, is, for instance, you're running a business, right? If you use let's say invoice system, you invoice your clients, you invoice your customers. Okay, so what they pay you for those invoices, that is income. That is a direct income for those services or for those goods that you sell, right? Any monies that you collected through your credit card sources for goods and services, that's your income. I need for you guys to really make sure you know what your income is. A lot of times that, we may have a tendency to take what monies went through a bank and add that up and say, this is what we make. That is not what you make. There's other monies that might be in there. So you want to make sure that you know your income, because I've seen people over-report income simply because they don't understand that this is not a part of income. Some of those loans, some people got some SBA loans last year, the year before, and when they gave me their income, they had included those SBA loans. They had included the PPP loans in there. They had included everything. They included stimulus in there. So they had essentially send us income and expenses with all that money showing as income. And then after I go through it, it realizes that they have included PPP money in there. They've included SBA loans. They've included things that are not income. Once we pull this out, now their bottom line and their taxable income becomes a lot less, and they pay a lot less taxes. So you see how important this is for you to track and know what your income is. You could be paying unnecessary taxes. Okay, so we want to start top of the year. Make sure that we have a tracking system. Make sure that we are going to be using our bank statements, our business bank statements, and make sure that you are only going to put in that business bank account the money that you make from selling your goods, money that you make that are paid to you from your services. All right. Don't pay any extra taxes on money that is not income. All right. Okay, so I've gotten this, and I know a lot of people overstate their income. Some, of course, understate it, but a lot have overstated it because they have money in there that they are not supposed to pay taxes on. Okay, so we want to make sure this is right. Here, how does it take to get, let's see, approved for funding? Okay, what does it take to get how long does it take to get approved for funding? It all depends on how well you have your documents. I have a question over here, guys. How long it takes to get approved for funding? It all depends on how well you keep your documents. Again, we always talk about this. Your financial document must be in order. You must have your financial statements, because one of the things that to get any type of funding, what's going to happen? They're going to ask you for your tax return and financial statement. Those things you can't get away from. Okay. So if you don't have, first of all, have your business set up, make sure that that's right. And if you have all of your financial information, that speed up the process. When you're applying for any type of funding or any type of loan or anything, if you do not have all the documents that they ask you for now, you're having to go back and do it. So someone wants to know what does it take to get $1 million funding? Well, you must have everything in order. You have to show that you can afford to pay for that. You have to show that you can afford to pay that money back. You have to have, this is the key, having your documents in order. Okay. And that will definitely speed up the process. All right. So hi, Selector Malcolm. Thanks for jumping on here. Okay. So guys, so the first thing, know what your business income is and track it. Annually, you need to know what that is. That's the first point today. Now, my second point, this is the key, and this is the reason why we're having this conversation. Everyone is up in arms because the IRS is asking all of these other third-party platforms to report the monies that they give to you. And these people are Venmo, PayPal, your Cash App, Zelle, all the monies you get through those sources. Initially, they didn't have to send the government a 1099 form or anything. You would always get monies paid to you through those sources. And that's it. You are supposed to keep track of that money. Now, as of January 2022, guys, and everybody's going crazy about this, but they are going to be sending the government a 1099-K form, which is going to show how much money have been paid to you through those sources. Okay. So one of the reasons why I'm saying you need to know your business income, simply because, just for instance, Cash App, it's not always monies that you make from goods and services that you get from Cash App, right? So sometimes Cash App, someone send you a gift through Cash App. Sometimes you guys are out eating dinner. Someone is reimbursing you for their meals through Cash App. Sometimes your roommate is paying you for their part of the rent through Cash App. So there's different non-taxable income that comes through Cash App. So what's going to happen is, if they're reporting all the monies that comes to you from Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and all those guys, they have to report what's taxable, what is non-taxable, and they may not get that right. They may not get that right, okay? So very important. This is why you have got to track your income yourself. Because if there's an audit, if they're reporting that you got $5,000 through Venmo or PayPal or Cash App, half of that was somebody reimbursing you for some money that you either loaned them, or maybe it's a gift, it's a Christmas present, a birthday gift. Some of that money is not taxable income. You are going to have to prove to the government that that money was not taxable income. So what happens if you're not tracking your income as you should, if you're not having all of your invoices and monies paid to you for goods and services separated, you might be paying taxes on monies that's not even income. Okay. So this is so serious. It's so important. I'm telling you, you can give away half the money you make in taxes unnecessary that you shouldn't even be paying, right? And of course, you want to make sure if there is an audit, if there is a 1099 reporting from Venmo or Cash App or one of those guys that says you made, say, $10,000, and some of that had to do with somebody paying you some money back or somebody giving you some money, you can pull out your cash receipts that you have gotten paid for all your services, and you can say, look, this is really what I make, and it's not this amount of money. All right. So this is so important, guys. We can't get this wrong, okay? We cannot get this wrong. One more thing on that note also, your vendors, people that you work with, your customers, your clients, right? When they pay you, if anyone pays you with a check, every person that pays you money over $600 will also be reporting to the government through a 1099 form that they paid you some money. However, if that money they paid you came through Zelle or Venmo or PayPal, they could be issuing you a 1099 from their company, and PayPal could be issuing you a 1099K, and you could be getting a form on the money twice, right? Listen to this again, because PayPal doesn't know that this company is giving you a 1099. All the business are to report any payments to you over $600. So they are within their company going to be preparing those 1099 forms and send them out. But if for some reason they send that money to you through PayPal or some other third-party source, that third-party agency could be reporting the monies you got again. This is going to be a mess. So back to you keeping track of your income, okay? You have got to keep track of your own income. So if there's an audit, you can dispute anything that's on it and say, this is what I made from my business, all right? So yes. Good afternoon, Malcolm. So guys, number 2 point, the IRS knows through those 1099Ks that they're now asking the third-party people to report as of January 2022. 1099 miscellaneous or NEC forms have always been reported from vendors who have paid you over $600. They've always sent those in. So now you're really going to be getting this information. They're going to report this information from all those sources. They don't think that people that get paid through Cash App and Venmo and all that stuff is reporting that income, so they're worried about that. So of course, this is why they are asking them to report that. All right. So Marjorie had a question on the screen. I can't see Marjorie's question. What is Marjorie's question? Will it be, I can't really see what her question is. Can you pump that up for me there, Sharice? So anyway, Marjorie have a question. I wanted to answer that. It's a little blurry over here. So what will it be over in a certain amount? No question. Will it be over a certain amount? Over $600. Over $600, Margie. This is what gets reported. The same thing like if you work for a company, you are a subcontractor or something, and they pay you over $600, they are, and that's old. 1099 miscellaneous form from any company or any business that you work for or they provide services for, they are supposed to be giving you a 1099 anyway if they pay you over $600. So $600 is the key. Under that, well, it doesn't need to be reported. It doesn't mean that you don't report that income, but they don't have to send a 1099 form to the government. But the third-party payers, the Venmo and this Cash App and the PayPal, these guys were never issuing any kind of paperwork. Credit card company, of course, they were always giving you a 1099K for any payments that come through the credit card company. They was always giving you that form at the end of the year, so you know how much money you got through credit card companies, even though it's directly deposited in your bank account. Okay, so the amount is $600 and over. Okay. So that's my second point today, guys. Moving right along, and you see how serious this is. So, why you need to know how much money you make? Why you need to know how much money your business make? Right. First of all, first and foremost, you need to know because you have to determine how profitable the company is. If you're not tracking your income, and you don't know how much money you're making, but you are constantly, obviously, paying your bills because you have to pay to keep the doors open, the light, the gas, everything else. If you are having to pay money out, but you are not sure how much money is coming in, you're not tracking that money that's coming in, you will not know how profitable your company is, right? You will not know. And believe me, look, and this is not unusual. There's a lot of us who don't know how much money we make from time to time, and for years, some of us, because money came through all these different sources, right? We didn't have it all going in one place. So the reason why you have to keep track of your financial goals, because you must know, right? You must know how much money comes in, because once you pay out your expenses, you have to know what the bottom line is. You need to know your profit. You need to know whether the company is profitable. And it doesn't mean that it's making a profit because you find some extra money that you can pay your rent with at home, or you can pay your car note at home. That doesn't mean it's a profit. It doesn't mean that it's as profitable as it can be. You have no way of tracking this stuff, okay? So you have to determine the profitability of the company, one. Two, you want to also see if you're meeting your budget. If you're meeting your budget, you set some business goals, right? Every business needs to set a business goal. You need to say, when you guys started your business, you had some financial projection. Those of you who have gone and got loans, you had a financial projection. You said, okay, this is what I will make in the next 12 months. This is what my business will make in the next 24 months, because you have already figured out how this is going to take place, right? So if you know what you make the first year, now you can tell whether you have met those projected goals, right? Did I make this $200,000 that I projected in the first 12 months? Or did I fall short of the $200,000? And if I did, how much did I fall short of $200,000? And now you can go back and look and see what you didn't do, okay? What you need to do more of, maybe what you need to cut out. Maybe you did some things you didn't need to do. And so you can evaluate and make some sound decisions and correct this so that you can meet the next 6-month goal, right? So you can meet the next goal. You have to know this, right? You need to know this. And this will assist your business to grow. This will assist your business to grow, because if you don't know what to correct, what to do better, then you will never know, right, how to increase your business revenue so that your business can continue to grow, right? So it is really, that's it, what it is. You need to be able to make some sound financial decision, right? And again, most of all is that you want to make sure that the plan that you had initially is really working for you. And if you need to make a shift in the whole business concept, you will be able to make that shift. You'll be able to make a good financial decision because you know why, right? Because you know why. All right, so that's my third point today. Let's see, that's it. So you guys, let me recap this again. We want to kick off the year right. We want to make sure that we get this straight, and we want to start off by knowing what is in store, what the government is looking out for. So we are ready. We're going to be soundproof, audit proof. We're going to get this right. So the reasons that we're going to track our small business income, which is what we're discussing today, guys. We have 3 major points today. The first one is knowing your business revenue. And make sure that you know what that is. It has nothing to do with loans, nothing to do with investment money, nothing to do with credits or refunds or lines of credits or SBA loans, PPP loans, none of that stuff. It's only the monies that come in for your product or your services. That is what your business revenue is. Okay, so know what that is, number one. Number two, the IRS is going to know more than you think. They're going to be getting reporting now. as top of 2022, all of the third-party vendors are asked to report any monies paid to you over $600. These are people like PayPal. These are Venmos, Cash App, Zelle, all those folks. Initially, they weren't really reporting this stuff because you were supposed to reporting your money. You have to know what is taxable income, what is a gift, what is a reimbursement, what is, your sister, brother send you some money. Okay, so they have to know what the difference is. So you must track the income. All right, credit card company already give you a 1099K. All right, and if you work for a company, they would have given you a 1099 NEC form now or 1099 miscellaneous form. So, but you have to make sure you keep your own accounting. Okay, and the third point today, guys. Keep track of your financial goals. This is why you have to track your business revenue, because you want to know, are you on point? How is your budget? How is your projection? What do you need to do different? Is it working for you? Are you going to achieve that $500,000 in the next year or two, or that $1 million? Whatever that projection is, if you don't know what you're making and you don't look back to see what you could do better, you will not be able to make any sound financial decision. All right? So that's it. I think that is it for me, guys. If you have any questions, put it in the chat below. We want to kick off this year around. Like I said, this is the year that we're going to be very, very, very successful. Hey, look, we have learned over the last 2 years. We had plenty of time to put this together. So right now, we're going to make sure that we get this right. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So Laverne says, great stuff. Yes, thank you. Thank you. All right. So that's it, guys. We'll be back on Thursday. And Thursday, let's see. What are we having Thursday afternoon? This is going to be really, really good. Thursday, what we're going to talk about? Money moves for 2022. Wow. Okay. See, this is all about money moves. We are going with, look, we on the move right now, okay? This is all about money, achieving success, make your business grow, become more successful at what you are doing, right? Whatever that is, we're going to make it better so that you can make money. There's so much money out there for everybody, guys. So it's all about working your plan, setting your goals, and take action, right? That's it. All right, so guys, I will see you guys back here on Thursday at 1 o'clock. And this year we have a lot in store for you. We have a lot of courses, a lot of classes, a lot of teaching. We'll have some one-on-one teaching you how to keep your business operating successfully and how to make money. That's what we're going to talk about. Thank you so much, Cognac. Thank you for jumping in here. All right. Thanks all the folks over here at IG. So with that said, I will be up out of here, guys. I want you guys to have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday afternoon. And if you haven't completed all of your business and personal financial goals, make sure that you get back on it today, because we're still in top of the year and we're going to make sure that we achieve these goals this year, right? Hey, Kathy, thank you for jumping in here. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we are going to make sure that you guys, yes. Thanks for all the information. Yes. Kathy, thank you so much. All right, guys. So with that said, we're going to stay on top of it. We're going to stay on track. You guys stay up, stay strong, stay positive, and stay successful. I will see you guys on Thursday. Thank you. You guys take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And take care of yourself.